Dear children, yesterday I was taught you temperate grassland, the prairies, and people and economy of the prairies. Today I will teach you the wells, a case study, page number 132 in geography. ज्योग्राफी में 132 पेज नंबर देखें. नेचुरल इन्वायरमेंट. The wells are subtropical grassland located in the eastern part of the South African plateau. These grasslands include eastern part of the Cape Colony, whole of Orange-Free State and most part of the Transvaal. Relief. The wells lie on the plateau which may be divided into high veld, middle veld and low veld. The high veld lies in the east between 1120 meter and 1670 meter. It is the central ridge which form the watershed of the region. The middle veld lies between the 610 meter and 1120 meter, while the low velds lie in the west below 610 meter. The plateau is mostly flat, occasionally dissected by deep valley and dotted with steep-sided hills. The Orange Vaal, Limpopo and Shabi rivers flow down the slope of the high veld and form several waterfalls and rapids. The Limpopo drains into the Mapto Way, while the Orange, the longest river of the South Africa, drains into the Atlantic Ocean. Climatic. The wells are not very far from the sea. Therefore, they experience a moderate climate. The summers are short and warm, and the winters are long and cool. Rainfall is generally less, decreasing westward and hence droughts become frequent. Vegetation and wildlife. Grasses are the dominant vegetation of the well. Drought-resistant species grow in the drier west, while the low-lying region have trees like acacia and marula. Hunting and poaching have greatly reduced the wildlife in the wells. Lions, the leopard, giraffe and sable are the main animals which survive in the protected areas such as the Kruger National Park. Now, people and economy. The Hadendosh were the original inhabitants of the region. They lived by herding, hunting and food gathering. Their population has now declined. The region is now inhabited by people belonging to different races, including whites. The Dutch, called Boers, were the first Europeans to settle here. The growth of the industry in the wells led to the growth of many important towns. Johannesburg is the largest city in the region. Pretoria is the administrative capital and an industrial center. Bulawayo is the chief industrial center, while Harare is the capital of Zimbabwe. The wells are not fit for the crop farming because of rocky terrain and poor and thin soil. Frequent drought and limited water sources also hamper agricultural activities, yet maize, wheat, barley, oats, potato, tobacco, cotton and sugarcane are cultivated. The wells are ideal for rearing animals. Cattle are rearing in the water eastern part, while sheep are reared in the drier west. They are bred mainly for wool. The high well is rich in minerals such as gold, diamond, platinum, uranium, chromium, coal, and iron ore. Diamonds are mainly mined near Kimberley and Pretoria. The region produces gem quality as well as industrial diamond. The Witwatersrand is particularly rich in gold. In the West region, mining and manufacturing are more important than agriculture. The gold rush encouraged several mineral-based industries such as iron and steel, metal products, transport, equipment, chemicals, and agro-based industries like textile, food processing, and dairy products too. Now, quick recap. The physical environment largely determines the pattern of human life and his activities. Sahara in the North Africa is the largest desert in the world. It is hot desert. Farming and pastoral nomadism are two dominant economic activities. Ladakh is a cold desert in the state of Jammu and Kashmir in India. People of Ladakh practice either pastoralism or agriculture. Tourism is also important. The Amazon basin lies mainly in Brazil in South America. It is drained by Amazon. The Amazon basin is known for dense tropical rainforest where several tribes live. People in the Amazon basin are mainly farmers. Plantation forestry etc. are also developed. The Ganga and Brahmaputra plain is one of the most densely populated regions of the world. The Ganga and Brahmaputra jointly make the largest delta known as Sundarban. The region is generally deficient in the minerals. Only Assam has coal and petroleum. Agro-based industry has flourished in the region. Several towns have emerged on the bank of the rivers. There is a dense network of the roads and railway in the Ganga plains. The Ganga and the Brahmaputra are important inland waterways. The prairies are vast expanses of the temperate grassland in North America. The original grassland have been turned into ranches and farms. The introduction of the railways opened the grassland for the settlement along the railway line. Farming and ranching have altered the natural landscape of the prairies. Many wild animals have become extinct and soil erosion has become a serious problem. The wells are subtropical grassland of South Africa. Sheep rearing, maize farming and mining are dominant economic activities of the wells. Now, next day, its exercise complete and do it